Scores of workers at a steel company at the Tema Free Zones enclave are calling for the immediate shutdown of an adjoining company they say has continued to pollute the environment in disregard of EPA regulations. They accuse the company, United Steel, of ignoring several orders from the EPA to shut down. They say the Ministry of Environment has also been petitioned to immediately act on the matter. Joynews' Manuel Kurante visited the area and now reports.
Regular scenes of thick fumes and white smoke emanating from the furnace of a steel-producing company within the Tema Free Zones enclave. United Steel Company Limited, as our visit to the location in September will reveal, is only one of several steel-producing companies within a radius of about 200 meters. As a heavy industrial area, the operations of some companies within the enclave are not environmentally friendly. A reason the EPA requires all such companies to install a pollution system to reduce the extent of damage caused. But this requirement had allegedly not been met by a number of steel companies, including United Steel and Ryder Steel. This, according to workers of M&G Company Limited, another steel company right behind United Steel, forced them to endure the smoke escaping directly from the furnace of United Steel.
When they start work like this and the smoke come here, we will stop work for almost 1-2 hours until the smoke disappears before we continue. Because as you can see, we are working with machine, excavators and forklifts. You understand? So if the visibility becomes poor, someone can use the forklift to hit any worker.
Even there was one day I went to the hospital. When I coughed, the man said, where do you work? I said, I work at Free Zone. Is there smoke around? I said, yes. And he told me to be watchful. That's the only thing he told me, to be watchful. He said I should be watchful. Is to do something about the smoke. They should try to reduce it for us because...
And please, even sometimes I can't sleep well. Sometimes I used to cough in the night. I cannot have sound sleep.
They are warning us about the smoke. They are warning about the smoke. Even say, if they open their machine, you even say, I'm using the excavator, you can't see you. Like you, I can't see you because of the smoke. That one so is warning us.
In August 2020, the Minister for Environment, Science and Innovation, Professor Frimpong Boateng, ordered United Steel Company to shut down after a blast on its premises. But speaking to Joynews on condition of anonymity, one of its workers alleged that it did not shut down.
I was there. By them, it seemed they don't want to obey what they told them. But yes, to them, they want to work. If like you can come tomorrow, then you yourself you see the oven will be on as well. They'll be doing normal work.
What time do you start work?
We start work at 7, and then it depends. 7 when the bullets finish. When the bullets finish, then we will close at around 4. So if there's more bullets, maybe we will close 10 or 7.
For the MD of M&G Company Limited, several complaints lodged at the EPA have not yielded much results. Their only option is to continue providing safety gear for their workers.
All these expenses to make sure that they work in the best what we can do to avoid the smoke, to avoid the chemicals which is generated by the industries around. So of course even we are pressurizing more to them. And we will see that in a couple of days or weeks, it will be more effective and they will be using more of that. Okay, so the cost implication is the first coming to the cost. It's been the medical expenses for the workers outside and everything, which is specifically most of the expenses, medical expenses is coming out of the smoke. Till now, the company is somehow managing to cover all those expenses. But since we are not sure that how long we can go with this. We are covering now almost 2 years for the medical expenses, and the people working around us it's not lower staff. It's not like 25 or 30. It's around 200 people working with us. And we have already incurred a huge cost in terms of medical facilities, the safety and everything. See, the safety, I can keep it apart because it's a part and parcel of the business.
Attempts to get management of United Steel Company Limited to respond to these allegations proved futile.